Yo, Kada, what's up, bro? I'm so fucking excited, like always, like whenever I hear this music, I'm just like fucking excited. I will prep myself for like the next minutes, and then we will start. Yeah, Medichem is here actually. I was looking on the sheet. It's interesting. Um, so we have like one overused mon in the team. Like it is by far the overused mon in the Sterling Silver E4. I can already show the team for a second. So that will be the team. And I made one change. Not in the last second. So the normal plan was Bennett instead of Marowak. But the fictions with Bennett was way more than with Marowak, actually. So this is a team. We have one, like, hyper overused mon in the team, and that is Typhlosion. Skarmory only got 4 times in the E4 Hall of Fame. So I think the reason is because it is only 1%. I would say that's the reason. Like, Marowak was 4 times in the E4, like got champed 4 times. Same with Skarmory. But I really believe if Skarmory wouldn't be the 1% magnet pull encounter, we would maybe see Skarmory in every second E4. I would say at least. So yeah, maybe that's the reason. Medicham was only 1 time in the E4. And then we have 2 new members, Pilippa and Cacturn. I will also explain later why we are pre-poisoned and not pre-burned. But yeah, that's the team. Yeah, Skarmory is like good in every team, if it's BA obviously. And I think also Medicham, the problem about Medicham is I think that the benchmark is it needs to be plus speed. What is the case? It is like the squishiest Medicham you can imagine. Okay, you can't see that at the moment because I don't have the code on. But yeah, it is 0 defensive, minus defensive nature, 3 special defensive IVs. But the benchmark for the speed is really important. So it needs to have plus speed or like have perfect IVs in speed at least, I think, to make it possible for killing some stuff. And yeah, Skarmory, like we already figured out. That I think the problem about Skarmory is that Skarmory is only 1%, right? And that's why I think it is fair that it is still battle armor and stuff like that. AJ is nerfing that anyways next patch, what is completely fair. But it is 1% only, right? So that's the thing. The really good thing is I don't need to change any stuff like moves and stuff like that. Everything just stays like that. What is really good, so it is not complicated. The Skarmory we pulled after the Mortified, live in the video, with max HP and plus defensive nature. Yeah, like this team is pretty decent. I was thinking about bringing more mons actually, like more bounties, but you know, winning is everything. So it doesn't make sense to bring one more mon and just have like a lot of loose cons. Because frauding is not something for me at least. Okay. Let's look at the box one time before we start and yeah. So our box was nice as well. So imagine what we have in the box actually. So this is box 2. And this is box 1. Look at this fucking mons in the box actually. What are actually staying home. Electrode plus special attack nature. The Bandit was really good as well. The only reason Marowak is coming instead of Bennett is just one reason, and I will explain that later. Because the one matchup is so much fiction with Bennett, and I just can't risk that. Yeah. Weavile, like adaptability Weavile, is still staying home. A lot of good mons in the box, but you can't bring everything, right? So yeah, and that was the death box. Okay. So, I also removed the most items what I don't need. Just to make it a bit faster and stuff like that. I was keeping the hard scales just to show how many hard scales I still have left. And even I used, I think, 2 or 3 hard scales on Medicham because Fake Out is a scale move. Close Combat is a scale move. Detect is also a scale move. And Zen Headbutt was the move tutor move. Still we have 10 hard scales. So yeah, running out of hard scales is really hard, I would say. Yeah, and I removed a lot of items, like all of the stones. Because, yeah, I mean, there's no reason to keep that in the bag, right? And it's just making it a bit faster. Okay, quick time, one more time, check. I need to open the notes for Will. Will is really easy. And I will talk about Typhlosion as well in this run. What is my opinion about that? Because my Typhlosion in the one vertical reset run was not GMO. And there is a big difference, actually. There is like a big difference between a normal Typhlosion, or like, let's say, a really good Typhlosion, and a GMO Typhlosion. Let me open up the Will note. Yeah, this is completely fine. Okay. So, quick item check, and then I would say it is time. Pelly and Kakbun, yeah. And the only thing is I need to heal now with my max potions. Because it is poisoned for one reason, and I will talk about that. It will not be poisoned all the E4 long, but it is poisoned for one matchup. It is really important, actually. Okay, Expert Belt, Citrus Berry, Leftovers, and we have double XP share. Because, yeah, the Moss Mons will not do anything in the first fight. Fuck you, Professor. Fuck you, I'm busy. Okay. Yeah. There's like a lot of difference, like a lot. You also need, and that's the reason, you also need 31 special attack IVs. Not only the speed benchmark and the defense benchmark and stuff like that, you need 31 special attack, I checked that. Otherwise you wouldn't kill the Typhlosion, guaranteed with Expert Belt. And you don't want to use Life Orb, otherwise you are in Absol range anyways. So it is kinda mandatory to be GMO to have the, I would say, perfect 6-0. But yeah, also that is not easy because you need to switch into Heatwave, right? Thankfully I could make that. The plan. Yo, SMV, how are you doing, bro? Yeah, hopefully. It looks really decent. I would say the plan is pretty decent. We have one fiction, major fiction in the entire E4, but it is super fiction. So we should be fine. And yeah, I think we can just start now. This fight is super easy. But I still need to concentrate and don't misclick, obviously. Thank you guys. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, bro. hello. Yeah, talking about... Okay, before I start the E4. Because I know a lot of people was asking about the Kaizo. So the Kaizo E4 will come 100% as well. In the next days, weeks. The problem about the Kaizo E4 is I am not 100% satisfied with my plans. And I'm just trying to make it better and better. Because the E4 in Emerald Kaizo is really special. And yeah, I just want to have the lowest fictions. So maybe it will take 1 or 2 more weeks, something like that. But I don't want to promise anything. So it will come soon or later. But yeah. That's the reason, actually. Thank you for the good luck, guys. Let's go in. Yeah. I think soft sand is something else, yeah. So, yeah. I think you don't need the exo belt, you're correct, actually. Because you kill the other stuff, just like, yeah. Okay. Turn 1, important. Fake out the Espion to break the focus sash. That is really important. And the good news is, that is not always the case, right? Because the sun is up, and Heatwave is basically like a step move for Espion, because the sun is up. It is not always easy to bait, like, consistent moves. This is guaranteed Shadow Ball still. What is really good, because we have a Shadow Ball switch in, and that is Angry Bird. This is guaranteed Shadow Ball, nothing else, no overlapping rolls. This will always Shadow Ball now. Will hard switch to Skarmory. And even if this will be a special defense drop, there's a Shadow Ball. We are not in Aura Sphere range. Skarmory only have, sadly, no special defense drop, so that is gone already. And now it is GG already, because this is guaranteed Heatwave. We switch to Typhlosion on the Heatwave. It is guaranteed. It is a overkill. And that's the thing you need to set up. So yeah. Also, the next thing, what is really important, why GMO is so good. In the one difficult reset run, I couldn't do that. It was not possible. I was switching out. This will always die to Flamethrower now. Flamethrower kills this. And I will just make sure that the levels are correct in the card. Give me 1 second. Because this fight is already over. Level 70. Okay. Yeah, and with Soft Sand, SMV is actually right. The rolls are different. So with Soft Sand, actually, we could also do that without being GMO exactly. But having the defense stats and the HP stats are really important for the Absol later. What I was doing in the one difficult reset run, just explaining that, I was going for Timid, and after it was Timid, I was just pressing the PKX random button to get the speed benchmark. And yeah, I think we was like something like 12 defensive, and I think 12 defensive is too low to stay in an Absol. And yeah, that's it. That's a fight already. We will just Earth Power, no misclicks, this is really important. Earth Power will kill this Typhlosion, we are faster. And we don't need to use like Blast Burn or like Eruption, for example. AJ was going for Eruption, for example. I think Eruption is better for Sableye later. In this matchup, if it's GMO, you don't need anything else. Because the Flash Fire boost is just broken. Yeah, this is Porygon. And we don't need to Blast Burn. This will just straight up die to Flamethrower. Flamethrower, good night. Even with not having a damaging item for Flamethrower. Because the sun is up, we have the Flash Fire boost. Okay, the next mon should be Electivire, right? Doesn't really matter actually. But yeah, it is Electivire. This will die to Flamethrower or Earth Power, it doesn't really matter. We'll just press Earth Power. And now it is Absol. And if you're not GMO or like have really good stats, and maybe need to play with Life Orb, this Sucker Punch can crit kill you. And that is not the case with GMO. GMO never dies to Sucker Punch crit. So that means we can just stay in, risk the Sucker Punch crit, and still win the fight riskless. There's the Absol. We Flamethrower. Show me Sucker Punch. No Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch AI is weird anyways, but you need to play around that. That is really important. Otherwise, this Super Luck, Scope Lens, Absol can just end the run maybe. Okay. Not even losing 1 HP. Okay, I lost HP on Skarmory. To be fair, but yeah. Alright, that's it. Flamethrower will kill this. Don't need to Blast Burn. And yeah, the speed benchmark is really important for this boy. So we outspeed the Aggie in the sun with level 70. Flamethrower, good night. Alright. Pretty easy. But that was, yeah, that is Typhlosion's power actually. One hit reset? You're crazy! I saw some challenges like that you can't get any damage. Stuff like that. Bro, like, I just can't. Like every quick attack stuff, and you need to over level like hell to have a chance, right? On stuff like that. Alright. Close the Will node and open the Koga node. Yeah, so having Typhlosion obviously makes this fight really easy. And now we will open the Koga node. So, also I will update the levels for a second. Give me 1 second. Level 70 already. Levels. The only one what is not 70 is actually the Marowak. And Skarmory as well. Okay. Open the Koga fight. Remove the sun. Okay. Yeah, the small end video. Yeah. It was a small end video actually, yeah. It was a small end video what I saw actually. That was insane, man. Like how many resets and stuff like that. Oof. Okay, let's take away every item. Really important is that I don't full restore my Pelly. That is really important. Oops. Okay. Number 1, number 2. Don't need on anything else, I think, but I will just press it. Okay. Max Potion. Really important. It's time to shine for Cacturn. We need the Life Orb. There is the Life Orb. We need a Citrus Berry for Marowak. It doesn't really matter. I will play with a lot of fights with Citrus Berry. Because Marowak is not in the team because of the damage power. It is for other reason. We need Citrus Berry on Pelipper. And we don't need any benchmarks for levels or stuff like that. That means I don't need to XP share anything. Leftovers. Oops. On Skarmory. And the charcoal on Typhlosion. Okay. Should be fine. I will check that again. Life Orb. Charcoal, that is correct. Leftovers is correct. Citrus Berry is correct. Citrus Berry is correct and poisoned. Okay, we need to heal my boy again in a second because he's getting a bit damage and the bit damage can matter actually. So we will heal full life. And yeah, the point will come where the poison is important, actually, instead of burn. Because we know burn damage is higher than toxic damage. Okay. Let's go. So, I think there are multiple options with Cacturn, but having the Adamant Cacturn is so fucking amazing because you don't need any recoil moves. What is fucking amazing, because Life Orb, Leaf Blade will just delete this Gastro now. Pretty easy, that's a guaranteed kill. Don't need to worry about anything. And that's baiting in the Ninjask. Ninjask is doing random stuff now, because this is random move completely. And my saber switch in is Marowak against that. And we will go to Marowak. If this is Ixura, it's fine, even if this crits. Let's see. It is Ixizor, it's fine. That's completely fine. Speed boost. We will Shadow Punch. This can switch AI trigger. We will play around that. So we will Shadow Punch, turn 1. Because this is double team or sword dance, whatever. And now the switch AI moment comes after that. Was für Hardboner, was ist für ein Name? Yo, Roman, what's going on? Okay. Switch AI moment. This can switch to Bennett now. Pretty likely, even. We'll go to Skarmory. Okay, there is no switch AI, otherwise I think the ninjas would be faster. This is completely fine. There's the Ixizor. That means we need to stall all of the CCs now. So let me... take my notes. And we will pivot between Skarmory and Hardboner till this boy is out of close combats. There's the first close combat. Number 1. Go back to Skarmory. That doesn't really matter. This should be close combat number 2 or sword dance maybe. Because you still have the sword dance. And we don't care about the double team because Skarmory just shits on this. This is close combat number 2. Back to Skarmory. Just playing it slowly so that I don't misclick and miscount, even if this is only 5 PP. So I will not speed. This is Sword Dance or the third close combat. I think you still have the the Sword Dance. Close combat number 3. Go back to Angry Bird. After this boy is out of close combats, it cannot do anything to my Skarmory. The Ixizor again. Back to Hardboner on the potential close combat or Sword Dance. I still believe the Sword Dance is still up. So we have one more close combat. And after that we will just stay in Skarmory. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Maybe I missed the sword dance, but I think I didn't miss that, right? Whatever. Could be the last close combat now. Let's see. Is he out of close combats already? Did I counter that wrong? Can't even count to 5, man. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm really confused, actually. Okay, whatever. This is whatever. Huh? Ooh, you what, mate? I mean, that's the last one now. But what? You fucking what? Huh? Is this new data for, like, destroying my E4? I mean, it was fine, right? But still, what the fuck? I was like, can't I count till 5? What the fuck, bro? Like, okay, whatever. We are fine, we are fine. We will take this in mind for, like, talking about that later, maybe. I don't know. Well, you can just recover. Completely fine. This is fake out. That was the matchup anyways, what we want to play, so that's completely fine. But you're also confused, right? It's not only me. Did I miss something? Random move Xizor? Oh! Okay, makes sense. I didn't knew that actually. But yeah, this is still weird. Shouldn't be Xizor on -2? Okay, we will slowly kill this Bennett now. We can take our time, that's completely fine. This can't do much to us. If this boy will will-o-wisp me, I will just rest. But it will most likely just click Shadow Force. Yeah, I need to be careful with the HP, this is really important. I don't want to be full life, but I also don't want to lose too much. Yeah, but high crit AI against resisted? I don't think that works, bro. I don't think high crit AI can proc on resisted move. I'm pretty sure it should not be possible. Otherwise the Machamp could use Stone Edge on mons like Donphan, what is not the case, right? So... I think the HP is fine. I will recover still one time. And Wing Attack, this is a range, I think. But we have plenty of time, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. So, this is Fortress. And Fortress can get the -2 score as well. There's a possibility. But there's a really high chance that it will just go for Volt Switch because there's a mon in the bag, and it is Crobat with a stronger move, and it is Heat Wave. And that means we will just use Roost now on the most potential Volt Switch. So we are losing the Flying type, and that should actually use Volt Switch most of the time. Yes. Okay, this is a really special sequence now for beating the Crobat. Because this is guaranteed Heat Wave. Let me level up Marowak in the calc as well. We don't need the level up right now, but oh, this is Drapion. For fuck's sake. Okay. Yeah, this is Drapion. Yeah, Drapion. It's fine. We will just do this Volt Switch play again. I will recover first. It's fine, it's fine. Level 70. Because this was, anyways, the mon I'm handling with Skarmory. So it doesn't really matter. 70 Marowak. Okay. So we will just swing attack. This is a slow kill. This will just die slowly. We will keep in mind that we want to have good HP, but not full HP, so we can roost again, because this is Fortress again after that. And we will recover. Yeah, that's also really strong, Skarmory. I was screaming when I pulled that after the Morty fight. In the video, you could maybe see that. But yeah. Yeah, it looks like that the EQ is seeing as... Because otherwise it needs to be Crobat because of the heat wave. Yeah, it's fine. We will just swing attack again. Because that was the plan anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't have switch-ins for Drapion. We will roost one more time or recover. And then this boy should be down. I'm still a bit confused about the Xyzor because, yeah, I don't know. Never saw that before, at least. But maybe that is the reason then what Color wrote, actually. Yeah. We will get damage, what is really nice. We will not be full life after the... And he will die because of the Life Orb recoil. And I don't want to be full life. This is really important because I want to get the roost off. Because this is a switch again, I think. The chance is really high that it will just go for Volt Switch again. Because still, the Crobat in the back have a stronger move. So we will roost. Let's see, it goes to Crobat. Okay. Don't special defense drop me. It's fine, we will just roost till... Don't? Okay. We'll just roost. It's completely fine. So that was the point where the Volt Switch got the -2 score. There's the Volt Switch, okay. It is a chance, like, it is not guaranteed, it is always just a chance. So, sometimes, yeah, you need to do it more than one time. But it is, against other mons, it is risky. Skarmory is just safe. Skarmory doesn't care about explosion, even if the explosion would get the small chance. Yeah, but this is now over, because we have a special sequence for this, because this is guaranteed heat wave now. We'll switch to Pelipper on the guaranteed heat wave. No crit, this is always nice. Either way, we are never dead to Brave Bird or Cross Poison crit, because this is random between Brave Bird and Cross Poison. Cross Poison not random completely, but there's a chance for high crit AI. So we will Thunder Wave this Crobat now. There's a Brave Bird, we will never die to that. That is completely fine. Pelipper is a tank. Is a really good tank. There's the Thunder Wave, so this is again Brave Bird or Cross Poison. We will switch back to Skarmory. There's the Citrus Berry. Let's just play it slowly, so I don't make any stupid mistakes, because this fight is free, usually, so I don't want to do any stupid stuff. This is Brave Bird, Cross Poison. There is the BB. And if this is not a full para, it is always Heat Wave. We don't need the full para. We don't need the Heat Wave, sorry. We don't need it. This is guaranteed Heat Wave, but we don't need the Flash Fire boost. Typhlosion build is outspeed now. Charcoal. Full para is completely fine. Because Charcoal... I will check that again. Charcoal. Flash Fire is gone. And yeah, Blast Burn will straight up kill this. The power from Typhlosion. Good night. From full life, by the way. This is a Crobat. Crobat is bulky. But this is a minus special defensive nature. So that makes... yeah. That makes it, I think, possible. And the fight is over because Fortress is last. And we will just Flamethrower. Okay. So the fiction actually starts in the next fight. Obviously, all of you guys already know which one it is. That's the highest fiction in the entire E4, actually. Flamethrower will kill this. Don't need to Blast Burn. Okay. Looks good, looks good. I don't need a damage item, right? No, I have written a Citrus Berry, but I'm checking that again. Because Infernape is as well minus special defensive. And the Sandstorm is up. Yo, I don't need a damage item. This is an overkill without any damage item. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. The reason why we are poisoned is for the next matchup. It is, like for the next member. It is still one roll, I think, what risks, but only if we are unlucky. So let me heal up everything. And yeah. Don't max potion my Pelipper, this is really important. Max Elixir. Hackboon will... Hackboon will have still a Life Orb, it is needed. EP... Okay. Alright, Citrus Berry. Or Pelipper. Citrus Berry for Typhlosion. This is just a defensive fight, actually. The funny stuff is that Skarmory is just destroying that fight. Only one Mon is a really bad matchup. Citrus Berry is still... okay. Could be a pretty fast prep, actually. Okay, Life Orb. Citrus Berry, Leftovers. Citrus Berry and Citrus Berry as well. Alright. Typhlosion starts the fight. I will heal my Pelipper to full, because this is really important in this fight. Max Potion. Let's go. The most scariest fight, I mean the red fight is scary as well, but I think Bruno is something you need to prep maybe before red even. Okay. So, Infernape is not a big problem, thankfully. Because we are faster and Earth Power will always kill this without any damage item. I have the Sand active, this is really important, and Earth Power just straight up kills this. Okay. Fiction starts now. With this next turn. We are never in danger against the Swampert. Never ever. This is guaranteed attacking move. This is Hydro Cannon. All ranges will kill. And half of the EQ rolls, sadly, as well kills. That means it is random between Hydro Cannon and EQ. If this is EQ crit, we are probably in completely random move after that. But Marowak is pretty decent. Only Shadow Punch crit after that would be a small problem. So let's see the Hydro Cannon to dodge the first fiction. There you fucking go. Even EQ, normal EQ wouldn't be a problem. It was only EQ crit would put us into... Let me check that I have the Life Orb. I'm pretty sure I have that, but yeah. Now it would be too late anyways, I guess. Leaf Blade, Life Orb, straight up kills this Swampert. The Water Absorb is obviously as well something what is important. Because Cacturne is not tanky. We all know that. This is only and only Dynamic Punch now. This is really good. This is really good. So we dodged the fiction. Number 1. This is still not over. This is still not over. But at least it is not Stone Edge. What is really good. Even Stone Edge. Okay, now I will talk about that why Marowak is here instead of Bennett. We will switch now to Marowak. It would not be a problem to switching on Dynamic Punch. The problem is Bennett is baiting Stone Edge as well. Even higher chance than EQ. So this is Dynamic Punch, guaranteed, confirm that. Yeah, this is guaranteed Dynamic Punch. Switch to Hardboner. I have a second plan if we get the fiction now. I have a second plan, okay? But I want to do this fight a bit faster. This is Shadow Punch guaranteed. And we will switch now to Pelipper. The reason why we are poisoned instead of burned is because poison is doing lower damage. If this Shadow Punch is a crit, we can just straight up go out. Okay, no crit. And now we will just look at the calc for a second. And I will show you the calc. Like, this Pelipper is a gold, we saw that already. We are on 208 HP. And the highest roll from Stone Edge crit will not kill me. That's the reason for dodging every fiction, like most of the fictions actually. Stone Edge crit, highest roll, will not kill me, will proc the Citrus Berry, and we can just hit the Hurricane. That everything what I'm talking about is only the case if he's proccing the Quick Claw, obviously. So he needs to proc the Quick Claw, but we are playing around the Quick Claw, obviously. So we will just... That's the reason we have Hurricane, actually. Because Hurricane can't miss. And there is the Quick Claw. Not playing around Quick Claw is, in my opinion, just a throw. You need to do that. Let's see if this is a crit. It is a high crit move. It is not a crit. But yeah, and this is not guaranteed. We will not guaranteed kill this with Hurricane. Because we have 0 special attack. It is a really good range after the 2 Sandstorm chips. But it is not guaranteed. If this happens, it's fine. Because we have still Marowak. But we are just hitting the range. And the threat is gone. And I think the E4 is completely safe now. I think that was the biggest fiction. So Shadow Punch crit into Quick Claw, Stone Edge crit, high roll. Would always delete my Pelipper. Yo, Connor in the chat! What's going on, bro? What's up? How are you doing? Okay, this is Aggron. This is not always Head Smash, by the way. Just saying. This is not always Head Smash. This can be Dragon Rush. So we will switch to Angry Bird now, because Angry Bird is just a Angry Bird. This will take a bit. This will take a bit. Ah, okay, okay. There's a Dragon Rush. Thank you. This is so funny, man. This is always so fucking funny to see a Dragon Rush over Head Smash. But yeah. Alright, so we will just we never press Roost, we will always press Recover. This is a tie between, Head Smash and Superpower, so we will always use Head Smash or Superpower. And this is 10 PP, I will just speed that up. Because this will take a bit to kill this. But we are never in risk. So we will recover. This is attack number 2. This is Head Smash again. And because we are faster, we are never in danger. Never. There's a Superpower. Like I said, it's a tie between Head Smash and Superpower. So it will always use all of its Superpowers and all of his Head Smashes before. It will go for Dragon Rush. And we will just recover because we can roost on the other 2 mons. Skarmory kills everything now, by the way. So that's why I'm speeding. We don't need to risk anything. This is just Skarmory gaming now. Deathless with hardcore level caps? I don't see the reason, bro. Actually, not gonna lie. I think maybe there's a point, and Color is doing that, because we all know my first One Critical Reset run was a full streamed one. I think this is something what you can think about. Even my One Critical Reset run was recorded and streamed as well, but not fully streamed. It was 6 recovers, right? So you still have some moves left. There's a Superpower. But I think outside of Deathless, that's my opinion. Don't get me wrong, that's my opinion. Because then you can't like point anything to the guy, or like you will not get any point. Like no one will tell you, okay, you're just frauded. If you're just streaming the Deathless run, right? That's the thing I would say. On a One Critical Reset run at least. Okay, so he should be out pretty soon. And we'll just Dragon Rush, and we only have Wing Attack, so this will take a bit. this will take a bit. I'm sorry, but this is completely fine still, because I was like, okay, I can take Flash Cannon instead of Rest, and just keep the Rest for the next fight, you know? But I was like, okay, I mean, I don't really care. Let me recover again. I think he's out soon-ish. Okay, he's out. He will not die, sadly. He will not die. I need to spam Wing Attack now. But the good news is, he's not doing any damage to me as well. He will have no moves pretty soon. I will speed that completely up, by the way. Because we are not in danger against this guy. He's out of Dragon Rushes as well, so he's pressing EQ. That's the good news about Wing Attack, by the way. Because Wing Attack has so much PP. He will struggle pretty soon. There's a struggle. Let me speed that down again. And let me check my HP, because this is Flygon, right? Yeah. So I can Wing Attack if I... No, let me just recover. Let me just recover. Let me make it safe. Yeah. This will die probably to recoil at some point. So this will all use all of his Draco Meteors. The good news is, even if we are switching hard into Draco Meteor, even with 2 special defensive IVs, I mean, I remember my first Skarmory was minus special defensive, and you can still tank 2 of this Dracos with leftovers. It is so fucking free, actually. So we will just roost. After falling 44 times. That will not happen. I mean, we all know, for example, how the Moss players in the Sterling Silver Discord are, right? And never someone will point at you and say, you're frauding. This will never happen. At least not from the normal guys, what are already in the, and already people saw your plans, and your plans was pretty amazing. So there's no reason. And I think I remember one time I was the only one who was watching your stream. And maybe some people would even close that misclick. But you was a guy and was like, no, this is a mistake. It's my mistake. And I will not close that. And I'm really proud of you, actually. Yeah, the first misclick run, yeah. Okay. This will Draco and Superpower, I think, and yeah, this is just done fight. I will just speed that to +2. And Roos again. Yeah, that's really important. I think you need to you need to be honest to yourself as well, right? Because we all know, don't get me wrong, I would never point at someone, but we all know that not every run is a legit run, right? There are always some people who are not playing legit for some reason. You need to be honest to yourself at least, because that's why, I mean, my last attempt, my last run, I wiped off screen to a random trainer. I could say that nothing happened there, right? But, I mean, why? Why? You're playing it for yourself. That's the biggest reason, right? I would say. Oh yeah, at least be honest to yourself, at least, I would say. Okay, this will die to the recoil now, and this is Gallade next. I want to keep the HP for Gallade, that's why I'm just roosting. And yeah, we still have enough PP. Okay. Because Skarmory's PP is endless, and AJ is nerfing that, what is 100% fair. Because look at this 32 stall PPs. This is just amazing. Wow. Okay. Yeah, high crit AI. I can wing attack turn 1 straight up. And I will do it. Because Superpower never two-shots me. So I'm not in danger. So I will just speed that up now. Gallade never had a chance, actually. What was that roll, by the way? 1 second. What was that roll, by the way? Oh, that was a really fucking bad range, man. 73 to 85%. Holy shit. That was a high roll fraud, actually. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I mean, you're playing a Nuzlocke or like a hardcore Nuzlocke just to play it for yourself and for like maybe get better in the game and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay. Karen! I need to check my docs again. For Karen. Because I'm just fucking old and I forgot to... If I wouldn't write everything down, I don't know how to play this game. Like, seriously. Okay, so now the point is gone where we need actually the toxic, so we will full restore now. And we will activate the flame orb middle of this fight now. So I'm full restoring now. Heal everything up. And now it is finally time for Medicham to do something else than only use Fake Out. Remove that item. Let me remove everything so I don't make any stupid mistakes, actually. Okay, so we want to have the focus sash on Medicham. This is really important for later, not for the start, but for later. Because we don't need the focus sash in the fight against Red. I think if I don't misclick or do any stupid stuff, this E4 should be over now. But yeah, still need to concentrate, obviously. We need the Lumberry on Cacturn. We need the charcoal on my Typhlosion. Lefties on Skarmory, like, oh, I think Skarmory is lefties every fight anyways, right? Yeah. But still. And we need the Flame Orb now. There's a Flame Orb. Because we will activate the Flame Orb in this fight, because we need the Flame Orb in the next fight, what is really important. We need the Burn. This is really fucking important to activate it in this fight already. And... who I'm missing? I think I missed one item, right? Yeah, and that is just Citrus Berry. That is just Citrus Berry. So you saw why the reason I brought actually Marowak over Bennett. Because I can already tell you guys what the backup would be if my Pelipper would get the crit on Shadow Punch. I would just try to stall the Stone Edges. And then the DPs. And Marowak can do that. Marowak is possible because Stone Edge is not doing any damage to Marowak. That is the good reason. That's the good thing. And Stone Edge would just destroy Bennett completely. And Bennett even himself is baiting Stone Edge most of the time. So yeah. Okay. Quick check. Items. We don't need to check any moves because moves are already set. Focus Sash. Oh yeah. Good that I checked that, actually. This would be a disaster. Holy shit. But yeah, I'm checking stuff like that always. Yo, let's go, champ. Thank you for staying, bro. And... have fun. Yeah, let's restore everything. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Hopefully we are fine. Okay. Lumberry, Citrus Berry, and the Flame Orb. What is really important to activate in this fight. Okay. We Gucci. This is also one of the points. I think if you outspeed Lucario, you're outspeeding Dialga as well, because it is the same base speed, if I'm not completely stupid right now. So that is the reason I think Medicham was only one time in the E4 from the GOAT DRXX, because Medicham needs to be plus speed, I think, or like at least perfect IVs in speed to have a chance to outspeed the Lucario and the Dialga. I will just check it one more time, sorry. Yeah, I have the Focus Sash. Okay, this is really important. Let's go. And even with my fucking garbage defensive and special defensive, because we are minus defensive and 0 defensive, we are not baiting E-Speed. Otherwise this plan would not be possible. Because I think we are giving him an attack download as well. Yes. And it is still not E-Speed. It is getting close, but it is never E-Speed. So what we will do is now we will just use Fake Out to break the Focus Sash from Lucario. And we will close combat that Lucario and kill it. Okay, that will bait in the Gyarados. Random move completely. I remember one guy was really surprised that after he used close combat with Medicham, the Gyarados was using random moves and he was blaming the game instead of realizing that he's on minus fucking 1 defensive. I will not call any names, but yeah. This could even be Power Whip, by the way. This could even be Power Whip, so we need to switch out. Obviously, this is completely random. I think it is only not Crunch, but everything else. So we will go to Skarmory on random move. Because Skarmory is handling this mon anyways. There's the Aqua Tail. This is the highest damaging move, sadly. So we need to recover till we are full life now. This is important because I will switch out at some point for activating the Toxic or the Flame Orb. Because the best way to activate it is against Gyarados, against Aqua Tail. And this is guaranteed Aqua Tail always. So we should be full life with lefties. Looks like, yeah, nice, okay. So we will pivot one time to Pelipper to activate the Flame Orb now. Let me check that, yes. Billy, come in. Oh no. Okay. Flame Orb is active. I didn't see. It was pre-poison because of the Machamp matchup. Because poison, like toxic damage, starts lower than burn damage. Burn damage is 12.5, I believe. And yeah. Poison starts with the half damage. So that's why poison is better, and it was reducing the friction against the Machamp. So we are never there to Stone Edge crit. We will just go back to Skarmory now. No. It stays toxic. Okay. This is Skarmory gaming now. I will just recover one time, and after that... Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. Recover. Wing attack. Recover. Wing attack. And this is Sableye. The interesting thing about Sableye is you saw my movesets, and I have so many options I can't even explain. I can stall this with my bird. I can go to hard Typhlosion now, and I will do it because I don't want to stall. Even if the Willow will miss or he will not go for the Willow, I'm completely fine still. Let me just check that I have the Charcoal equipped. I have the Charcoal, yes. If this is, for example, knockoff, I will just switch out. And I have multiple options, because I have Worry Seed on my Cacturne as well. So I have so many options I can't even explain that against this fucking Sableye. Will-O-Wisp me? Feels fucking good, bro. We will not Blast Burn because we would die to the recoil if this is a knockoff crit now. We only need to Flamethrower. It depends, by the way, I need to get the Flash Fire boost in the calc, by the way. Charcoal. There's a knockoff. Okay, the Charcoal is gone. No crit, no crit, no crit. Nice, no crit. And that means this boy is gone now. So we are actually skipping the stall stuff. What is really cool. Because this is the beer next. And I don't need the Charcoal. And if this would be a crit, I can't do that. It is not a problem, I still have Skarmory. But I just want to skip some stall stuff right now. Also, Typhlosion can even die in this fight. Because I can just 5-man red. Blast Burn kills this straight up. Even without Charcoal. We will never die to the recoil. It's a lot of recoil, but we never die. So I'm just skipping the stall stuff, because otherwise it would be just like go to Skarmory, recover, ruse, blah blah blah. You all know that. But with the Flash Fire boost, we can just skip that stuff. If this would be a knockoff on the switch-in, I can just go to Cacturne and just Worry Seed and stuff like that. Okay, this is a guaranteed move now. This is Earth Power, I believe. Could be always Earth Power, could be Giga Drain as well. I don't really care because my Skarmory is nearly full life. There's the Earth Power. We will just use Rest till he's out of his fucking Giga Drains. And yeah, this is completely free. Yeah, this was obvious as well. But we are not in danger against Giga Drain. I will speed that a bit up. Because that is not a stall where I need to count the PP. Even on max turns, sleep turns, we are not in danger. And I think this is really good to not lose the leftovers. Or like be burnt already. Against this matchup. So Typhlosion makes this matchup a bit easier. We had a second option with Cacturn. Pelipper was burnt as well, so I could even stall with Roost Pelipper and stuff like that. And save my Skarmory, yeah, for this case. Because having the lefties against this boy is really nice actually. And saving the PP as well. Because Sableye takes a lot of PP to stall completely out. Okay. This fight is probably over already. Because I already have the save plan against the Tyranitar. That's why we have the Focus Sash. Because I don't like the matchup Skarmory against Tyranitar anyways. He should be pretty soon out of Giga Drains. I think 10 PP. I'm not counting that because it doesn't really matter. Okay. Are you out, bro? Let me wing attack. Ah! He's out. What is Bright Powder, by the way? I mean, we don't care. That's the reason why we can do this. Otherwise, you always need to respect the Bright Powder. But we just don't care. That's the thing. We just don't care. Even if we miss over and over because he's out of moves against my Skarmory now. Yeah, there's no Bright Powder actually. Alright. Tyranitar in. And I'm pretty sure this is a really high chance for Dragon Dance. And that's why we have the Focus Sash. Because we are faster normally. And we would even take a Stone Edge without... I don't think it is that easy. I think we can die to some rolls. But yeah, that's the reason why we have the Focus Sash. Because if this is Dragon Dance, he's faster. But the Focus Sash is still alive. If he's not using Dragon Dance, I'm faster and we'll just kill this with close combat. There's a Stone Edge, straight up, completely fine. So I think we are not even losing the Focus Sash. But we don't need the Focus Sash anyway. So, level 70, close combat. Don't need to fake out. Straight up. Give this boy some shit in the face. And this is just average attack, by the way. This is not a special, like a cracked one. This is just average attack. The only important thing is actually the speed. The plus speed is making it possible. And I also saw some reversal plays and stuff like that. This is also possible. But I don't feel you need that if your attack is not that low. Okay. Close. We are pretty close to the victory. Heal up. Don't full restore this boy. Max Elixir. Thank you guys, thank you. Actually, I think the biggest fiction was the Machamp matchup. Everything else. That's why I was like, okay, I will just stream it today because I'm not sure how it looks on Saturday because of some visits in real life. And I was like, okay, I can just do it today because the plan is... the plan will not change anyways. Okay. So. We need the expert belt now. This is Life Orb. This is Lumberry. We will take the Flame Orb away. And this is whatever. Typhlosion is just spectating, actually. He have done his job actually pretty good in this E4. But I don't need Typhlosion for the red fight. So it is just spectating. Life Orb. Expert Belt. Lumberry. Doesn't really matter. Citrus Berry this. I can Lumberry this as well. Just in case. And Citrus Berry the Pilipper. Okay. Also, small stuff to say before we start. I will do a save now. Because after that fight, I want to check something if we don't see it middle of the fight already. I will tell you guys what I am talking about. Life Orb, Leftovers, Lumberry, Citrus Berry. Is pre-burned, and yeah, okay, cool. Let me change that in the calc as well, so I have that in the calc. Expert Belt. Life Orb, that is only the 2 important damage items. So pretty simple plan, right? So not much like, oh, I need this and I need this. Okay, so I will save now, in-game and a save state. Because I want to check something after that fight, if we don't see it middle of the fight already. I'm pretty sure actually, that Jolteon can Hyper Beam my Marowak. It is possible. And if this will not happen, middle of the fight, I want to see it after that. So let me save state on 1. And it doesn't matter for this fight because we will not be in danger, I think. I just want to see that if this is possible. But I'm pretty sure it's possible because it is Giga Impact AI and I already saw that. Okay. Ready for the red fight, my boys. Straightforward plan. He's like always not talking to us. But I'm ready. Okay, just for the memes I will fake out. We don't need to do that, by the way. But just because we can, I will just fake out. Fake out the Dialga. And now it's really important to have the high speed. Close combat kills this with Expert Belt. Yalla Habibi. Pressing fake out. Bro, I'm playing it slowly. Maybe you should not speed. Maybe you should stop speeding in your run. I think that's the biggest point, right? Because you're speeding too much. Maybe don't speed. Or like exciting. I'm also excited. So this is Moltres, this is random move, by the way. This is Sacred Fire. I think we have small fictions. Really small fictions. This is random between Brave Bird or Sacred Fire. Because of the drop. We will switch now to Pilipper. We want to see Sacred Fire, actually. Would this even be EQ? Minus defensive. Nah, this is never EQ. It's only Sacred Power and Sacred Fire and Brave Bird. We'll go to Pilipper. Hard. And if this is Brave Bird crit into Brave Bird crit, it is obviously not great. I think we can even... Yes! Easy! Fucking easy, bro! Okay. The chance is really high that he is just using Cosmic Power. We will Toxic this now. Yes. And I think the fight is probably over. I think that was the only thing what was holding my Pilipper back to stall this completely down, because we will never die to double crits, because crit is only 50%. And we will always get the roost. So we are never dead to this boy, so we are completely fine. We will only roost till this Moltres will die now. Really cute damage, by the way. Citrus Berry. So I think the fiction was Brave Bird and not going for Cosmic Power and Brave Bird again and maybe even crit. I think I would roost before I would use Toxic then. But that was the perfect point for just using Toxic straight up. Because we can't lose this matchup anymore. It's impossible. It's just straight up impossible. Because max crit is 50% only. So he can't win this. Okay. Let's see what Jolteon will do. I think it's a 50-50 to be honest. But I have a save state now. Because I want to see that. Later on maybe. If we don't see that live. And Roost again. Yeah, I mean, this Moltres gets completely outclassed from another bird, right? I think Pilipper's job was not that high in the E4, but he have done a really important job actually. Because outside of the T-Wave, the Crobat matchup was fucking ugly. So every mon actually had his value in this E4. What is really important to not just spectate all fight long, like all day long. And yeah. And this is a really good one as well. This is a really good one as well. It's plus special defense, this is plus defensive, really high HP, I think max HP even. And yeah. This is just amazing, actually. You need to be really careful in some fights. Because burn damage is 12.5. Then you have a Sandstorm fight as well. I think that's the problem with Swallow as well. People underestimate how much damage actually this residual damage is actually what you get in the fight. This is guaranteed electric move. If this is not Volt Switch, it is Thunder. There's the Thunder. Now let's see if he's using Hyper Beam. Let's see. Signal Beam, okay. He will die, I think, now. So I will just test it after that. I want to see if he can just use Hyper Beam, actually. This will die straight up now. We had the Lumberry. I mean, there was a fiction with Kingstroke as well, but you saw how much damage we got from the Signal Beam. So we need to be really unlucky, and we have Typhlosion in the back. If Typhlosion would get fucked as well, then we can kill this with Life Orb, Sucker Punch. There's the Venusaur. That's the first death now. Heart Boner. Thank you for your service. Good freaking night. Because I cannot and don't want to hard switch to anything. I could pivot into Skarmory, but I don't see the reason. So, Marowak, amazing, bro. I know your job was not that necessary, but it was a really important job against the matchup versus Machamp. So, yeah, I think Marowak is a really good Ghostmon in the E4. We go to Jackie Chan. Just fake out because we can, and that was the reason why I was needing the move tutor as well. Because Zen Headbutt is a move tutor move. Jackie Chan can't learn Zen Headbutt per scale or like via level up. So Zen Headbutt, Kabushki, send this Venusaur home again. Yeah, that was the first time I have done that actually before the E4. I have done it after the E4 because of the Gauntlet, but after the E4 it is like you're level 100, right? But it doesn't really matter anymore. So Slowking is obviously the easiest one because we have Skarmory. Nice Shadow Punch. And yeah, Scumry will just do some Scumry stuff now. We will just roost until he's out of CCs or recover. So I will speed that up. Because it is always CC. Okay, he's out. Now he's going for random moves. Wing attack will do a lot of damage. Because this boy is on -5. We cannot switch, trigger the switch AI. So this locking is gone. I think we will have the second death now. In this E4. Because obviously Mewtwo is a threat always. Wing attack again. This should kill now. Even on -5, he's tanking that like a boss, man. Fucking fat ass. But I mean, Scumry is not the strongest attacker, obviously. Okay. So, Mewtwo last. Deja vu. I lost my one tactical reset run. The first one against this piece of shit. Because we got the crit on the first turn with Psychic already. So we will sack probably the strongest E4 mon. Just because I don't want to switch into something else. This will not even kill, I think. Holy shit. But look at this damage. This is just neutral Ice Beam, bro. This is just neutral Ice Beam. Fuck off, bro. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your fucking service. We don't need the chip damage, by the way. We don't need that. Because one life orb chip was enough. That my Cacturn kills this now with life orb Sucker Punch. Life orb. Switch to Cacturn. I can tell you guys, Cacturn would do even more in the E4 if I wouldn't have Typhlosion. Because Cacturn can do a lot of stuff on the Will fight as well, but it was not needed, right? You can switch into Psychic, for example, Sucker Punch, bait something else again against Eggy, switch into Psychic again till he's low enough. And Sucker Punch will end the run now. And actually, I would say Cacturn was the MVP actually in the full run. Like Cacturn was so fucking amazing. If I would say something was a MVP, it was Cacturn actually. It's all over. Thank you guys, thank you guys. I mean, you can still bring Cacturn. Cacturn is not bad. I think it needs to have like decent IVs and to need to have water absorb, I would say. But yeah. This is... I was talking with Kala about that, and Kala didn't mind actually that I go for that, because otherwise I would just say leave it for Kala. Because... but he's doing a one tactical reset run. To be honest, in one tactical reset run, Bounties doesn't really matter. Like, you will just concentrate on a one tactical reset run. This is completely different. Because Cacturn, I think, if you can just sack, it's easy to bring. Like, we could even sack that in the Mewtwo fight now. But in a one tactical reset run, it's maybe a bit more riskier. It's harder, at least, let's say like that. Yeah, that's always the first thing you need to do in the one tactical reset run. Doesn't really matter you have any bounties or stuff like that. Like, my one tactical reset run was like the casual mons, because they was so good. Just because they was, yeah, increasing the odds at least for winning that. Okay, that's the sixth Hall of Fame. I'm not done. I'm still not done. I'm just thinking about stuff like what I can do special. We was talking about Carvanha and Sharpedo as well in the Discord. That is something what I was thinking about long ago already. Or replacing like Carvanha starter for... I think the name is Carvanha, right? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure right now. And replacing that with the Gator. So with the Watermon, because it's the same typing as well. I think it could be fun. Yeah. And it is a bounty as well. Charizard, I think I can also think about Charizard, because it is one of my favorite mons. After Arcanine, or let's say they are pretty close actually. Arcanine is at this point not possible. It doesn't bring anything. Even if I want to do it, it doesn't bring anything, sadly enough. On the next patch I would try that for sure. But on this current patch, Arcanine will not do. Even GMO will not do anything. Okay, let me take the screenshot for this run. And that was amazing. Finally, we have a new Grassmon in the E4 and Pilippa as well. And I'm also like, let's say I'm tired about Typhlosion. Typhlosion is the GOAT. But like, starting with something else, I don't think you can write your opinions, or like, let's say, I don't think like having something like Carvanha or like Charmander, this is like, this is even maybe a bad start, right? What is Carvanha doing in the early fights? He's evolving after the Whitney split, and he's so fucking squishy that you can't even switch in. So maybe on psychic moves. I don't think it is unfair, at least, to start with Carvanha or like with something like that. Because obviously I wouldn't start with something like what is super broken in the early game already. If I would start with, for example, with Lapras. Lapras is just like broken. I would need to ban this boy at least 5 or 6 gyms. And that is obviously something what is like completely stupid. But Carvanha is something what is, yeah. Ah, you mean that? Yeah, but I would not go for GMO then, you know? So GMO is already the starter. And I think it needs to have really, really fucking good stats. I think normal stats doesn't really... It's not enough, at least, I would say. So I would only go GMO for the starter. And after that, you can reset for good stats, but... like, for GMO, again, that is way too much, in my opinion, at least. Or, like, at least for me, it would be too much. And Typhlosion... I'm done with Typhlosion. Typhlosion is really good, but... yeah, Typhlosion, GMO... that was the first GMO Typhlosion run for me, and it was looking like a cheat code, not gonna lie. It was like a cheat code. For the mid-game, it was broken, actually. Alright, thank you for watching, thank you for being here, actually. And it was really enjoyable again. Hopefully the E4 was really nice for you guys as well. I was looking at the Hall of Fame as well, and I was like, Typhlosion, holy shit, bro. Yeah, Typhlosion is the overused one in the Hall of Fame from Sterling Silver, I would say. Yeah, see you guys. I will test, by the way, the Marowak shit. I want to see that. And I will keep the update in the Discord, because I'm pretty sure it can Hyper Beam. 100% sure, actually. Not 100%, but 90%. So I will just try that out and let you guys know in the Sterling Silver Discord. And yeah, see you guys in the Sterling Silver Discord. Have a nice day, have a good night. And thank you for being here.